Over the last few years, I would say a brand that's been on a bit of a rampage of success is Titleist. They have been nailing pretty much every single product they've been bringing out over the last, well, quite a few years now. Now, Titleist are very much known for making incredible irons, and a few years back, they brought out the new T series. In the bag here, we've got the T100 brand new model, T150s. I'm also going to test the T250s in another video. Now, for someone who used last generation's T100s, this is going to be a really interesting video. See how they feel, how they perform, maybe how they sound different. Oh, that was so sweet. God, that was hit good. Because there's some technology stories that have definitely changed, but also I'm very intrigued to test in the 150s as well. Certainly in the longer irons, a lot of T100 players will actually put T150s in the longer irons to give them that little bit more support, and Titleist have made it even easier to blend the set. Without further ado, let's do some testing and review the brand new Titleist T100s and T150s. Okay, so I'm going to start things off with the T100s. Now, there are some subtle visual changes, and in fact, I think the visual changes have enhanced the look tremendously. They look really, really clean. There's a slightly thinner number on the top. It's kind of a slightly different font. Even the Titleist looks a little bit more delicate, a little bit more precise. This is now the 4th iteration of T100 irons. So they've effectively done 6 years so far. This is now the 4th version. It's a forged iron. There are some new technology stories. There's a new multi-material platform and variable bounce sole offering exceptional feel through the turf. So how they've effectively changed the sole of this golf club to make it even better as you hit the golf shot. There's a new split tungsten weighting offering stability, consistent trajectory and carry distance. They've actually put 2 tungsten weights in now, one in the toe, one in the heel to give that more stability. And there's also a variable face thickness on 3 to 7 iron, maintaining speed and launch on off-centered strikes. There's a few more bits we can talk about as well, but without further ado, let's get hitting these irons. Now, price-wise, they're not super cheap. You're looking at around £1,379. A little bit of a jump up from last year's or last version's model. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the 7 iron. Now, standard loft is 33 degrees. I actually got fitted, I went 1 degree weaker. So I would normally probably carry a 33 degree iron, maybe in the mid to high 170s. With 34 degrees, I reckon this can be kind of mid to low 170s. Right. Look gorgeous look behind the ball. It definitely looks like it's kind of slimmed out a little bit on the top line compared to the previous T100s, but look really nice. Oh, that was so sweet. That was really, really a nice golf shot. Yeah, there you go. It's like carried just over 170, 169 actually. Good spin rates, over 6,000, really, really high launch. And that's why I kind of just went for that degree weaker. I just wanted to see that ball pop up in the air a little bit more. The big thing when you go for a Titleist fitting, they very much talk about the 3Ds, distance, dispersion, but also descent. Like they want that ball to come down and they want it to stop quick. So that's kind of where we landed on this loft. That's a really nice shot. Feels very similar to the previous T100. And I imagine it's going to. They're not going to make massive changes, just little tweaks along the way, just to enhance this latest model. Yeah, it's going super high. A little bit more from the toe that, but even has a slightly toey strike, but it's still pin high. Yeah, another really nice hit. Little tiny bit clean. I mean, 3 golf shots there I've hit right around the pin. Just feels like I'm on autopilot. Go in the hole then. Slam in. Slam in. Oh, very good. Very nice. Look at this. We look down almost every column. The consistency of every single column is unbelievable. Like unbelievable. Like look at that carry distance. 169, 168, 168, 168, 169, 168. I mean, that's unbelievable. The furthest offline I hit one then was 5.7 yards offline. Like if you look at this at an angle, like 48 and a half, 49, 48, 48, 48 and a half, 50. Like each one spin rate, look at that whole column. Anywhere between 6,044 and 6,300. Like tight ball speed again. Very good, very good. Okay, on the shorter irons with the T100s as well, there's aggressive grooves, which has helped to increase the spin, certainly in wet and rough conditions. This is the 9 iron, so this is normally 41 degrees of loft. I've got it 1 degree weaker, so it's in 42 degrees of loft. They are a sleek looking iron. They really are. I'm a bit weird with font types. They're okay. I don't know if it just looks a little bit more traditional. Like the actual iron looks more futuristic, yet the type font on the number looks a little bit more traditional. Anyway, let's go. 150 yards. Beautiful look behind the ball. Caught a little bit too much ground there. I mean, it's dead straight down the barrel, but just caught it a tiny bit fat. That was nice. I actually can't get over how high they seem to be going. I mean, they're literally going up to space. I'd probably need to adjust my distances if I'm using these. I do feel like I'm just hitting them just a little bit short of my current set, or even the T100s I used to have. Obviously that 1 degree. 1 degree should equate to about 4 to 5 yards difference in distance. Maybe 3 to 4 yards actually would be more accurate. I feel like so much of that energy is going up. That's nice. That's a really nice shot. The other thing we were talking about as well in the fitting was going that little bit weaker also slightly changed the way the club would interact with the turf. Like we felt like for me, going a little bit weaker just allowed me to hit down into the ball a touch more without it getting dug in on that front leading edge, effectively changing the bounce. Okay, 4 iron next. Again, what's really interesting about this set is this idea that you can blend it. So like it would be very common for a golfer to have pitching wedge up to 7 ironers, T100s, and as they get into the longer irons, might want to switch to T150s to give you that little bit more help, that little bit more support. If you still prefer the look and can hit a good 4 iron, this will still be in your wheelhouse using this. I mean, there's plenty of cavity on that, nice wide sole. I mean, it's not a scary looking iron at all. This is 23 degrees as standard. I've got it in 24 degrees. What's interesting, behind the ball, it's not that much difference. There's just a little bit of extra chunk on the 150. Right, 215, 4 iron in hand. God, that was hit good. Love that higher flight. God, that was hit really nicely. Oh. That might be why you need the T150s in there. That was a loose cannon. I mean, giving some positives. It's actually almost got pin high still. Tiny bit cleaner. Maybe this is it, like, not hitting these terrible, but I'm excited to test the 150 in the 4 iron. Does it just give me that little bit of extra support, you know, if needed? Yeah, and that was just a tiny bit low on the face. Done well, to be fair to it. Yeah, I feel like I just hit one in the middle and the rest of the shots were kind of round the middle, and those were the results. Not amazing, but not horrendous. Okay, so T150s, very much designed for a little bit more support than the T100s. I would say the T100s, a tour player can use T100s definitely, up to, let's say, 10 handicap, maybe even more. The T150s kind of blend where it might be high single figure handicappers all the way up to 18 handicap comfortably. Now, the T150 is just that slightly larger head, slightly more forgiving, as standard 1 degree stronger. So it's good that if you did want to blend the sets, there's not that much of a difference. You can match the lofts if you needed to as well. Same split tungsten weighting, so still tungsten in the toe and in the heel. There's an improved muscle channel from the 7 iron upwards, so it's a lowering on the long iron CG for faster ball speed and higher launch, we're going to test that on the 4-iron, definitely. And everything else is pretty much the same. Same variable thickness, same aggressive grooves in the short irons, same price, just they're just a little bit blown up. Right, loft in this particular 9-iron, standard it's 40 degrees, I've got it in 41 degrees. Didn't mention much of looks behind the ball then, because I'll be honest, I couldn't see a great deal of difference. Just that little tiny bit bigger. If someone swapped those around and gave, I'd really struggle to tell the difference. The T150 is just a tiny bit thicker. Again, you're getting the same height I was getting in the T100s, stopping nice and quickly. That felt really nice. They've all just got a little left biased in them there. That's much straighter. If only you could get a handful of goes at each shot out on the golf course. Right, 7-iron next. We saw how good I hit the T100 7-irons. Let's see what that's the case now in the T150s. As I've mentioned lots of times, I'm not seeing that much difference. Just the loft is 1 degree stronger. So standard is 32 degrees of loft. I've got this in 33. Where I had the T100, standard is 33, I had it in 34. Oh, that was so good. That was really nice. Whoa, sit down, ball. Wow, that's come out hot. Hotter than I wanted it to. Because this is the same flag distance I had the T100. Yeah, it's going miles. Okay, we'll move the flag 10 yards further back. Okay, I've just moved the flag to 180. Oh, I didn't hit it as good. I mean, look at that though. I didn't hit that good and it's still pin high at 180. Noticeable difference, spin rate is dropped below 6,000. Interestingly, I'm not hitting it as consistently as I was hitting the T100s. Okay, 4-iron, definitely from this view, it looks like it's been kind of pumped up a little bit, but again, behind the ball, not that much of a difference. Loft on this is 22 degrees, I've got it in 23, slightly weaker. This is the one where it's like I say, the T100 4-iron, you can use, like it's an okay iron. But if you had the option to substitute the 4 and 5-iron potentially for T150, hopefully the results are good, why would you not? Like, it kind of makes sense, right? Let's see what this fly's like. Just want it to give me that little bit of extra forgiveness. Oh God, that was awful. I think I was getting in my own head there. Oh, I don't normally do this. Let's take that one out, because I was thinking, what the hell am I saying, stood over that ball. That shows what a bad shot does, 197, but that was a really, really bad shot. Oh, it's redeemed itself. Yeah, very nice. We have moved the flag out to 230. It's got there just on the total distance, but pretty much carried it 210. Yeah, nice hit. Super straight. Another really nice struck golf shot. Yeah, again, take that pin high at 230. Seems to just be hitting all these with a little fade on them. Okay, I'm gonna go one more. Sun's going in. It's finished hitting these irons with a hole out. 230 yards. Oh, it's hit so good as well. Just leaked it a touch right. We are safely on the green though. Okay, so first off, I enjoyed hitting those irons, like really enjoyed them. Those 7-irons with the T100s are gonna stay with me for a long time. Looking at the data, it's really interesting. Let's start off with the 9-irons first. So T100 9-iron carried at 143. For that little bit of weaker loft, I'm okay with that. Spin rate was 7,800, pretty solid. Again, I mentioned loads of times, the height was superb, like so high, and I felt the ball was landing so quickly, landing so steeply and stopping so quickly. Compare that to the T150 9-iron, we gained 6 yards difference. Now I think there's two reasons for that. One, the loft will be 1 degree stronger, but also there's just that little bit of extra meat behind the club. As much as you can't see it behind the ball, like that sole is thicker on the T150. It's going to transfer that energy a little bit better. But most things match up the same. Still saw the same sort of height, still saw the same sort of spin. Very good. 7 irons next. Now you saw how well I hit those T100 7 irons. It was unbelievable. Average carry distance there was 168. Didn't feel like I could hit it any further. Didn't need to. Didn't feel like it was really going to drop off that much. Like, they were really good numbers. Spin rate 6,200, absolutely perfect. Again, super, super high. What surprised me is how much of a jump we received out of the T150 7 iron. Again, it's only supposed to be 1 degree stronger than what I've got, yet we saw 177 on average. I saw some shots carry into the 180s and some fall off on a bad strike were still in the 170s. What was interesting though, we did see about 500 RPM spin drop off. So the spin definitely dropped off on the T150s, but everything else was pretty much the same. Ball speed was definitely up on the T150s too, actually. Moving into the 4 iron, because I think this is where people will have a bit more of a decision to make here. The T100 4 iron was average carrying 206. I hit some beautiful shots for that 4 iron, really, really nice. Spin rate was really promising, 4,500 RPM with the 4 iron, great ball speed, tick, 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 excellent. The T150 4 iron did its job. It did its job. It gave me that little bit of extra distance, average carry distance 211. I found even if I struck it badly, like that very first shot, which I took out of these numbers, that was 197 carry and I hit it dreadfully. That wasn't that bad. That's not terrible, really. It's 14 yards less than my average. Like, I kind of take that. Spin rate is still over 4,000. Ball speed had gone up a tiny bit, miles per hour. That is brilliant. So I think it opens up the conversation. If you've already got the T100s, I'm going to save you right now, what is it, £1,400. Don't buy the new ones. I don't think you need to. Unless you want to, I don't think you need to buy them. If you've got other brands or you want an upgrade, etc., I think these are a fantastic set, but really consider what makeup you're going to have. Like, where do you potentially, do you stick with T100s? Are you happy with that? Do you stick a couple of T150s in there? Or do you go the opposite? Do you have T150s as your primary set? And then even in the shorter irons, you could go T100s. There's lots of options to consider. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, lots more to come, and we'll see you next time. That was my review of the new Titleist T100 and T150 irons.